So there I was, late at night, sitting in the dim glow of a flickering lamp, turning the last few pages of an old, tattered book I had found in the basement of a long-abandoned mansion at the edge of town. The place was notorious for its ghostly inhabitants and mysterious disappearances, but I was drawn to it like a moth to a flame. The book seemed to whisper my name, beckoning me to uncover its secrets. As I read on, I felt a chill creeping up my spine, realizing the story was eerily mirroring my own life. The protagonist was exploring an abandoned house just like I had, and with every page, the parallels grew more unsettling. I couldn't shake the feeling that I was being watched, a sensation that only intensified as the book described shadowy figures lurking in the corners of the mansion. My heart raced as I read about the protagonist's encounters with these entities, their cold, lifeless eyes following his every move. It felt as if they were watching me, too, from the darkened corners of my room. Every creak of the floorboards, every rustle of the curtains in the night breeze, made me jump. I tried to convince myself it was just my imagination, but the air grew heavier with each passing moment. As I neared the final page, the book took a darker turn. The protagonist was trapped, unable to escape the clutches of the past, locked in an endless cycle of fear and despair. It was then that I noticed something that made my blood run cold. The ink was still wet, the words forming before my very eyes, describing my exact surroundings, the very room I was sitting in, and the growing terror consuming me. I could see the words spelling out my fate, the shadows closing in, and I realized I was no longer just a reader, I was a character in this twisted tale. Panic surged through me as I slammed the book shut, hoping to sever the connection. But it was too late. The shadows had seeped into my reality, the boundary between fiction and life shattered. I could hear whispers echoing around me, indistinguishable yet filled with malice, taunting me with the knowledge that my story was far from over. The ending was still being written, and I was powerless to stop it. Whatever ancient curse bound me to the book, it wouldn't let go. I was trapped, a prisoner of my own horror story, and the pen was in someone else's hand.